Welcome to the Beesies.
I'm Abby.
I'm Brittany.
I'm Jenny.
And I'm Mackenzie.
Remember the college days when you were best friends with your roommates?
You would come home and talk about anything and everything together.
We miss this phase so much that we decided we needed this quality roommate time again.
So welcome to the Beesies. Come over and get cozy with your new favorite roommates.
Gucci, yeah.
Okay. And with that, welcome back.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. I can't wait for everyone to just turn this on Monday morning and hear Gucci, Gaga.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, speaking of, I keep getting these videos on TikTok that are this guy, or it's not even this guy, it's just that voice that's like, good morning, you fucking rock star, you are going to crush this day because you are a badass and blah blah blah, and like just like hyping people up.
Right.
Like,
get
yes,
ultra
I
hype?
am.
I get so hype and so motivated, and I'm like, I need this to be my alarm in the morning, just to wake up to that.
Download the audio. That'd be so
Yeah.
funny. That's your
I
new
need
alarm
to.
clock.
Sometimes,
Guys.
Oh.
No, Mackenzie, go.
Sometimes TikTok sends us the videos we need.
Yeah, it's a sign.
That's
really
so
does.
true. It's so true.
It knows I like to scroll while I'm like when I wake up in the morning, and if I can get into like a slump and be in there for like an extra hour. And so when that hits in the morning, like 15 minutes of scrolling goes by, and I'm like, all right, let's go. You're right. We have to get going. Like, get up and slay the day.
Slay
So,
the day.
It helps me at least.
Have you guys seen Glorb on TikTok?
I
It's
don't
like
think so.
it's this like ghostwriter person that ghostwrites music, but it's SpongeBob. But and it's on Spotify, and it's so hype, and it's like, it's crazy. Everyone should look it up. If I could like use my phone right now to play it for you guys, I would. But everyone look up Glorb and listen to Bottom 2. It's on Spotify and YouTube and TikTok.
Okay.
Thank you.
I may forget, but then when I'm listening to this back, I'll listen.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that. I have literally nothing about this week to report. I also feel like we recorded like 2 days ago, or is that not true?
Yeah.
I don't know. No, that's definitely not
definitely
true.
Calendar.
It's definitely not true.
It was definitely over a week ago.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I've done nothing.
I started school this week.
Oh, yeah, you're drowning. I'm so sad about that for you. Like, isn't it been like 3 days?
Yeah, it's been Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So it's been
Yeah,
4
that's
days.
too early.
It's all my fault, though, because I went to Mexico City right before school started, and I didn't plan anything for my semester. But it's okay. I spent all last night planning out everything.
Oh, good.
So
But
are you feeling
it's
a little
terrible.
better? Oh.
I guess. It's just, like, going to be such a crazy semester. And I was like,
Yeah.
wow, this semester's going to be so easy. But no, I was lying to myself.
It's law school. I don't think any semester is going to be easy. But
That's so true.
that's coming
facts.
from someone who's not in law school.
Did you find
Just
out about
seems
that
hard.
job?
No, I'm still waiting. I
Are
haven't
they going to
interviewed
tell
them
you?
in 2 days.
If
I
you've
think
been
they'll
rejected,
tell
do
me.
you hear?
I feel like I will.
I
Hopefully.
hate when jobs ghost people. I think that is so rude.
At least
So-
text me, you know? Just say, hey,
Yeah,
it ain't you.
just
Yeah, exactly.
HMU.
Yeah, or even just like send me an emoji with like the
Like
skull.
a down.
Yeah,
Like,
thumbs
yeah,
down.
like a skull, thumbs down, eggplant,
Gun.
X
That's
emoji.
gun.
Yeah, water
Oh
gun.
my gosh.
Yeah. That's
Blood.
how I'm going to start rejecting people now if I don't want to do
Knife.
something.
No ghosting. No
Yeah.
good communication. Just
Honestly,
Yeah.
let's
Just-
normalize responding with emojis only instead of ghosting. Just a
I'm
single
down
with
emoji.
I get sometimes there are no words
Yeah.
to describe, like, you know, to make it better even. So
And then
you
it's-
just need to communicate.
It's like a
The
fun
general
game for
idea.
them, you know? Like, ooh, what do they mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I hate that game. I hate decoding things like that.
It's so
I
fun.
know that's right.
I could never be a treasure hunter because I can never decode riddles and any sort of coded messages. Not for me.
Honestly, doing all of the New York Times games like Wordle, Connections, the crossword, I feel like is actually making me a smarter person because I used to
Ooh.
suck at all of those and I'm doing better. I still look up hints every once in a while, but I think you could do it, Abby. I think you just gotta
It would
believe
have
in
to take a
yourself.
lot of practicing. When I go on Survivor, I'm going to need to prep.
Yeah,
like,
you need to be
for a
like
long
the
time.
guy like 2 seasons ago that like 3D printed every single puzzle and practiced
Okay.
them.
I've been obsessed with 3D printing right now.
Really? Okay, wait,
Yes.
why? That's
I
kind
just
of random.
watch videos of it on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
I've been obsessed with like the 3D printed homes in Mexico.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like mesmerizing.
What?
Those are wild.
I didn't
Yeah.
know about that.
Yeah. Don't they like
Um,
pretty much 3D print with like cement or something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's,
So it's
kinda
like-
crazy.
A bunch of like layers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They kind of look cool.
Oh, I've seen that.
And yeah, it's just fun. It's just mesmerizing to watch.
You should get
Yeah.
a 3D
I wish I was
printer.
creative so I could like design something and then sell it and make billions.
You are creative.
I believe in you.
You can do it. Everybody's creative.
It just takes one thing.
yeah.
Just one.
Yep.
I believe in you.
Thank you.
But real quick, going back to the Survivor thing,
Oh,
Brittany,
yeah.
it's crazy because the guy who did the 3D printed puzzles to practice them, they didn't expect that to happen. And so then they were like, we're doing all new puzzles from now on because we don't want anybody to be able to like practice these because they
Yeah.
had just repeated them. So that he ruined it for everybody.
Yeah, he shouldn't have said his secret.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he
should
should have
been
not
like, I
said
studied the
anything.
tape so good.
Yeah,
It's
dummy.
like the person in
Idiot.
Jenny's class that like outed everyone
know.
about the test, you know?
Mm,
I was
mhm.
Like,
thinking about
literally
that
just-
yesterday actually. The person in your class. Not sure why.
Like, don't
What a
snitch
snark.
on yourself.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wait,
Ooh, I can't wait for us to
snark?
get a snark page.
snark not a
yeah, that
word?
was a.
No,
That's
snark.
No, I
okay.
think you meant
snark
snitch.
is like
I meant snitch. I think I had this conversation
Or
with
a
Andrew
narc.
the other day. Yes, a narc. Thank you. Atlas was sharing our secrets to somebody, I think, and I was like, "She's such a snark," and Andrew's like, "What's that?" And I'm like, "You know,
But
someone
there
who
is-
lies or like tells the secret."
You just combined the words.
Well, but snark
And-
is a
yes.
word.
like Reddit snark pages.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I
So
hope we get one.
I started
Yes.
us a snark page.
I also
gonna
thought
go
about
on
that
there.
this week because I was looking for something.
I
About
did it
a
over the
different
summer.
podcast on Reddit, and then I remembered how you started a hate page for us.
So if you listeners want to hate on us, go on Reddit. What's the snark page called?
I think it's
Is it
just 1320. I'll look it up. Give me a second.
Go on our snark page and do some anonymous hate on us.
Yeah, but then to make yourselves feel better for being mean, go and leave us a review. That's nice.
Exactly,
you
a
go.
5-star one.
Yeah, and especially anyone who's left a not 5-star one, maybe change it to 5
I've
stars.
you
gone
didn't-
on like the Arizona influencers page and been like, have you guys heard of the Beezy
Yes.
podcast? Like they're so annoying.
These are our marketing techniques in
Yeah.
case you all wanted to know.
No. I really want oh crap, it left my brain. Go ahead, Jenny.
Speaking of narcs, I've been watching Narcos, and I think I'd be an incredible member of the cartel.
Really?
Ooh.
Oh,
An
Okay.
incredible leader.
okay.
Jenny,
Um,
have you seen how Clean Girl Aesthetic is out and Mob Wife is in?
I've
Do you know
been
what I'm talking
I've been
about?
seeing I've like kind of seen a couple things say mob wife, but I don't know what it means.
Basically, instead of like Clean Girl Aesthetic, like slicked back hair, no makeup look, all of that, it's moving into Mob Wife. So like vintage fur
fur.
coats, darker makeup.
Perfect.
Like just looking like so hot and glam. And I was thinking about us four, and I was like, if someone were to embrace this, probably minus the fur coat, well, maybe, I don't know, it would be you first, I think.
I agree. I would love to be a mob wife.
Yeah. Mainly the actual role of it, because like you don't necessarily wear a ton of makeup, but
Right.
I just think that like you would enjoy that, like genuinely.
This just made me think about like how many different like there's a lot of different looks or like aesthetics out there that are like trendy and stuff. And I'm like, okay, what would all of us be if we had to label each of us as like an aesthetic? Who would be
Brittany
what?
is the strawberry makeup one.
It's because I found blush in
Oh.
last year. I didn't know who she
Yes.
was before.
But
Wait,
I also feel
I
like
only-
Brittany is such a clean girl aesthetic.
You mean me
Yeah.
with my slicked back do? Huh?
Yeah, all the time.
I only
I
know
feel
of
like
the clean girl.
Yeah, I'd need
Yeah, I
like,
honestly
more
know strawberry
examples
and
of some. I'll report
let's see.
back.
Okay.
I also hate the name clean girl.
honestly,
I don't
it's dumb.
understand it. It's like, that's weird to call it that.
Yeah.
Like-
it's a weird name for it in my mind.
I think it's just like it's just the idea of like you just step out of the shower so you have that like clean glow about you. So I kind of get it in that sense, but I also think it's dumb. I don't know.
That's right.
Okay.
So this week we are going to tell you our Roman empires, and correct me if I'm wrong, but specifically like pop culture things or like media things,
Current
world
events.
things. Okay.
Current events.
I mean, you can do that, but mine's not related to any of that. So
Oh,
we're going to throw into a shock.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Anyways, these
She
are
follows
our
her
Roman
own
empires.
rules.
So, well,
I mean-
Abby, kick it off then. What's your Roman empire?
No, I don't want to go first. I need to go in the middle. So somebody
After
else go
last
first.
week, you're like traumatized.
Please.
Okay, well, I will start with one that has been my Roman Empire since it happened, obviously, is Blake Lively's Met Gala look, specifically of the Empire, no, not Empire State Building, Statue of Liberty. And the audio of her like talking about the crown and being like, it's because I'm a Gemini or a Virgo, whatever she says. I should know it better. But I just think about that look, honestly, probably once a week.
Is that the one where she changed like midway through the
She like
dress,
let down her
like,
skirt and it like, yeah.
changed colors and everything?
It's just so
that was
smart.
such a good look.
Like it was just such a smart look.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah.
What a smart gal.
She has slayed at every Met Gala I feel like she's gone to. I'm obsessed like with it.
Yeah. What was the other
You
one?
guys.
The like maroon, what?
Did you, did you say you guys?
Yeah, I was about to say something, but I wanted
Oh.
Brittany to continue.
Oh, okay.
I was just gonna ask, what was the theme when she was in like the maroon dress? It was like the
maroon dress.
It was like the
I
Catholic
do not know.
church, or when everyone was like
I think
Oh,
it
the
was Catholic,
Catholic,
like
yeah.
celestial bodies.
Yes.
Yes,
celestial
that one.
beings, yeah.
Yeah, that one was also a good look. So, anyways, Jenny.
I have an unpopular opinion, and it's that I just like don't really care about Blake Lively and Ryan. Which Ryan is it?
Reynolds.
And Ryan Reynolds. Like I don't
Why?
find them as like goals, and like I don't think
Oh,
they're
no.
funny. I really don't think Ryan Reynolds is funny. He's like the same character in every single thing. And that's just my unpopular opinion. I'm just like, whatever.
That's okay. You can have that.
Thanks.
I
Thank
have,
you.
as I've gotten older, grown to like him more than her.
Mm.
But
Take it
more
back.
because I'm indifferent about her. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
All of the things and the behind the scenes of the It Ends With Us movies and her outfits is really killing it for me. Like I'm like,
yeah, but I
need
really don't think
her-
that's her fault.
Right.
No. But I need her as a strong person to say, this doesn't look good.
Yeah.
And that's my issue is that I feel like she, being the amazing actress she is, could stand up for herself a little bit more and be like, I shouldn't have boxers being seen under these jeans with the
Yeah.
ugliest shirt and trench coat. So, anyways,
Well, then she shouldn't have signed up for that movie because that movie is gonna be whack. Like it's just the
know.
movie.
I hope it gets canceled. Anyways.
Well, they put a pause on filming and
Yeah,
then
they
they
just
started
I
again.
think they
Why?
started again.
Why did they pause?
I
I don't
thought it
know.
was because of the writer's strikes.
Oh,
I don't know if that fully makes sense to me because I don't know. I
thought it was because of a lot of the criticism that they were receiving about the stuff that they
I don't
just.
think so.
I don't know.
I thought
I have no idea.
I think Colleen Hoover came out and said specifically that it was about the writer's strike. I could be wrong though.
That
I
makes
mean,
sense to
That
me.
would make sense.
Yeah, but anyways,
For some reason, I thought they had started filming over the summer, though, which would have been in the middle of the writer's strike. So, unless my timeline is
Yeah.
thrown off, but that's
I
fine.
don't know. I don't know the logistics, but who else has a Roman
Okay,
Empire?
who's next?
I will go. Okay. Did you guys listen to Ariana's new single? Yes, and
Boring.
I've
Yes.
heard
I
clips.
don't
I
like
haven't
it.
listened to the whole thing all the way through.
I am
It's
not a
not
huge
good.
fan of it either. And I'm having like this moral dilemma. Let me pull up the lyrics. You guys haven't listened to it?
I've only heard clips of it. I actually almost listened to it last night and I didn't.
It's not worth the
didn't-
listen.
The clips I've heard of it have not intrigued me enough to go and like look it up on Spotify when I'm already like
Wow,
listening
wow,
to
This
something
wow,
else.
is
wow, wow.
interesting.
If
to
it comes
me
on, I'll listen to it. I don't know.
because this is quite literally the opposite of everyone else that I've heard. Everyone else I've heard is having a moral dilemma because they're like, I love it, but I don't want to support her.
Ah.
So here's the thing. Her lyrics, the beat to the song, I don't know. I'm not digging it. It's like there was a radio host that said like before the single came out that like, oh, this is different than anything she's ever done before, and that made me nervous because I'm like, stick to what you know. Like,
Yeah.
I hate when people do stuff that's different.
It reminds me of
Don't change.
Vogue.
yes.
Oh.
Like the song
but
Vogue.
but there's not like, it's so slow to me. Also, like
Mm-hmm.
like I don't know. Like with Vogue, there's like some parts you can get down to, but this, it's just like it feels off. Okay. There's a line where she's like, okay, now I'm so done with caring what you think. No, I won't hide underneath your own projections or change my most authentic life. And I'm like, girl, like if you're gonna release this type of song where you're like, yes, and like, what else do you have to say about me? Like after this year,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Are you sure about that? Do we really wanna
Again,
do that?
like it's Ethan's fault for breaking up his own family. But I do think she's a bit of a weirdo, and like she was put under so much fire for this. Like I feel like this song is too soon after the fact.
Mhm.
And then there's a part where she goes like, why do you care so much whose dick I ride? It's like, girl, like
Read
It's
the
not
room.
about
You're-
that. It's about the fact that he was married.
yeah, your man left a woman with a baby. Like
Yeah.
it's not like this like silly little cute ha thing. It's like someone's life was ruined.
Right.
So I don't know. I just feel like her single is like a little out of touch, and I'm a little disappointed. I do think if she released something like this 3 to 5 years from now, it would be cooler.
Yeah.
Like enough time would have passed. But the fact that it hasn't even been a year,
Just happened.
yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
it's so fresh. Oof.
and it just shows you like how out of touch celebrities are. Like once you
Yeah.
get to a certain level of like fame and fortune, like you don't have to give a fuck about anyone else's feelings or their lives. You just care about yourself.
Yeah.
But I'll be listening to her new album on March
10?
8th.
8th? I just looked at
I know.
it.
I hope the rest is good.
Yeah, it is
'Cause the
nerve
song,
wracking
like-
though when it's a bad single.
Like, yeah, and the comments were so real. They were like,
March
this
8th.
is music you hear in like Forever 21 when you're shopping.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh. Yikes.
And that's facts.
That's funny.
Dang.
Ariana Grande in general is like a wild. Like, I've been thinking lately about the fact that she was just like spray tanning so crazy and like
Yeah.
was a different color, like
orange.
looked like a woman. She literally looked like a woman of color. And
Yeah.
like
She looked like she was
Yeah.
black. Like, yeah. No, it's
and
crazy.
like she had a black scent, like and
Yes.
now she's just
Yes.
white.
Have you seen those
again.
videos of her changing her accent?
Wait,
It's so
crazy.
crazy.
yes.
I think that's why the way she looks now kind of like throws me off. Not because I think it's bad or she looks unhealthy or anything like that, like how
It's
other people
so
are
different.
criticizing her for. It's just so different from what I'm used to for years and years that I'm just like, okay, wait a second. Like I have to, like I do a double take. And just like, whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
cool,
like,
cool,
who's that
you know?
white woman?
Who is that white woman?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Oof.
Okay, one of my Roman empires, I'm going to start first with one that has nothing to do with celebrities because this is something I think about all the time. And it's the fact that, like, so, like, people will say when something embarrassing happens, they're like, oh, it's okay. No one will remember. But
Mm.
I personally think I personally remember so
Remember.
many embarrassing things that other people have done. And I,
Oh,
like, think about them
awesome.
all the time.
Yes.
Awesome.
No, I feel the same way.
Love
Can
it.
you give an example?
Okay, an example. One time, so in high school, we had to
That
give
was
like
too quick.
I know.
I have so many that I just like I always remember, and I'm like they probably think everyone forgot, but not me. And so one time we had to give speeches or something in high school in my English class, and this one girl got up, and she started her speech, and she was super nervous. So I shouldn't be laughing so hard, but she started like sobbing during her speech, and she kept talking, but like she was crying.
That's so sad.
It was because she was so nervous and she just cried and cried, and like I'm just like she probably thinks no one remembers, but I remember, and
This
I
is
remember
such-
clearly.
Like
You just love to prey
bully
on people's
behavior.
downfalls.
Exactly. She's like, I'm gonna bring up every situation. I'm gonna have a log of any time you guys embarrass yourselves, so that anytime I need to put you down, I'm gonna bring it out. Make you
Okay,
feel bad about yourself.
But the crying when you're nervous, I felt that
Yeah.
way anytime I had to give a talk in church. So
Yes.
it made it look like
No.
I was like feeling the spirit, but I was just
Yes.
nervous.
No,
You're
you're
Love
Like,
just
I'm
nervous.
just such a spiritual
Yeah.
being.
yeah.
Mhm.
Like, I'm actually just an anxious girl who should be medicated.
Yeah.
I love that. That's
Interesting.
Yeah, so just think, I think we gotta. I'm just know that there's people out there that remember all the embarrassing things I've done.
Okay, now do you remember embarrassing things that you have done, or do you only remember other people's moments?
I mean, I have to remember like mine, but honestly, I guess when people ask embarrassing stories, I do take a while to think of things, but I do have a lot.
Yeah. This sounds
I've
like
never been
something
embarrassed.
you like might need to go to therapy for. I don't know.
So
like
Honestly,
I
that feels
guess-
like a very healthy mentality, though.
Yeah, I'm just fun. Like, I think the
I think
reason I
that's
don't think of
terrifying.
embarrassing things is because I don't get embarrassed very easily.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what I was gonna
like
say.
embarrassment is just a part of life. Like, I don't know. I do things and it's like, okay, whatever.
Do you think you?
I don't know.
Well, because it's not like you're using like other people's embarrassing things against them either. Like you just remember
Yeah.
them.
Well, like, yeah, and I'm not purposely
you
like
are.
writing it down and
But
being
she
like, oh,
does.
like I
She
remember
brings
this on
them up.
purpose. When do I bring that? I just remember these things because they were so funny. Like I didn't
I
like
feel
write
like-
them down.
I feel like you brought up so many embarrassing things that I have done that anytime it's brought up, it's like, Abby, you did this embarrassing thing. And I'm like, oh, yeah.
Can't
and
wait.
you find it, you're like, laugh at you. Like, it's so funny. And I'm like, no.
Speaking of,
What
Abby,
have I said?
hold on.
What have I said about you, Abby?
Abby,
I have one
my
to bring it
Roman
up.
Empire of you is the cockroach video.
Yes, that is my
know.
Roman Empire.
It's so terrifying.
It's
I don't
so
even find
funny.
that embarrassing.
No,
I-
it's not embarrassing. I don't think.
Yeah.
I just think it's so funny.
That
Abby,
will
I can't even
always
think of
be-
embarrassing things about you. I can only remember two things, and it's the roach thing and like when we were at the cabin once.
Exactly. You bring that up all the time.
I literally
feel
don't
like
know
I
what you're
do. I
talking
think-
about.
I think Jacob's the one that always brings that up.
Jacob too. Jacob's learning this
it's-
trait from you.
Abby
like,
loves to pick
adapting.
fights with me.
I'm not picking a fight. I'm just saying that you might have a
No, you're picking a
tendency
fight
to
because you're
use
like,
this
you have an
against
issue
people.
and you should go to therapy. Because, but I'm just remembering funny
I don't know.
things that have happened in my life.
I'm just anti-bullying, and like I said, this is like bullying energy.
Oh my gosh, so dramatic.
Okay.
Abby, what's your
Cool.
Roman Empire?
Okay. This doesn't have anything to do with pop culture, or this is the most random thing. You guys will be so confused, and I'm so sorry, but I think about this all the time from I was a junior in high school when I learned this fact, okay? Male pattern baldness is a trait passed down from mothers. That's it. Like, I think about this every single time I see like a bald person.
You're like, that's
And
your
then
mom's fault.
Yes. And then I try to do the mental math every single time it's brought up in my head of like, okay, so if it's passed down from the mothers and I might have the trait, then my kids, but how will I know if I have the trait because I don't have brothers? But my dad has a lot of hair. Oh, wait, but it's not a trait passed down from my dad. And I just like go down this spiral of trying to figure out where it
Who's
all
the
comes
baldy?
from and what can be proved. And it's so weird.
Whose
It's
fault
so
it
random.
is.
Yes, I think about this with like Andrew. I'm always like, okay, is Andrew gonna go bald? Like, let's see. Let's look at his mom. Okay, the boys in her family, like, okay, so we have her brother and we have her dad, but we can't look at her dad. But then it just gets so confusing. But I
Yeah.
think about it all the time. That's it.
Are you just so worried about a future son being bald?
Yeah, I'm terrified because boys in my mom's family are bald, but
Yeah.
her cousins, not her. So is it something that she could be carrying that we would like? I just
Gotta
I
get
just
some
don't
genetic
know.
testing done.
honestly, it
Trigger
like,
warning.
and Andrew's parents
sorry,
have
Kenzie.
said this sometimes. They'll be
Too
like,
soon.
like, Andrew, you're gonna have really good hair all your life because like your dad has really good hair, your grandpa has really good hair, like we all have really good hair. And I'm like, that's awesome. And yeah, maybe that is like a genetic trait, just like your fullness of head. But I'm like, but that's not what like decides if you're gonna go bald or not. And I can't stop thinking about it. So
That
That's
is
mine.
the most random thing.
I know.
I feel like that is one of those
Abby.
facts, though, that I will remember.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think you
Mackenzie?
have to worry about it because my gut is telling me that if you have another kid, it's not going to be a boy.
I was going to say that.
Okay.
I don't
Thank
picture you
you.
having a boy. Wait,
Well, it's not up to me, unfortunately. So
Who is it up to?
God himself.
It's up to God. It's up to chance.
Well, have you thought about praying?
And like, okay, for example, here's another thing that I think about too. I think about it in terms, let's say like Kenzie, let's look at your family. Your dad doesn't have hair. Your brother also started losing his hair at an early age. they both have it. So a lot of people probably look at them and it's like, well, his dad lost his hair early. So of course, like, that's just a trait that he gets. What, like, that makes sense. But it's not carried from the dad. It's carried from the mom. So that's the part that is like confuses me sometimes, because I'm like, but no, that's not where you would see that. Even though, yes, logically you think, oh yeah, your dad is like this, so you'll be like this.
Yeah. I do think my
That's not
dad
where
is
it comes
bald
from.
by choice, but and my
Yeah, he
brothers
looks
are
like a
not.
shaver.
My dad is not bald by
Interesting.
choice, or my brothers. It's hard to tell the difference sometimes.
Yeah.
My brothers are not bald by choice.
Yeah.
Don't give us low star ratings, Kenzie's brothers, for bringing up balding.
Yeah, sorry.
I mean, they can grow
Sorry.
hair, but like it maybe doesn't look as good.
honestly,
I don't know.
lately I've been
Yeah.
thinking bald is kind of a vibe, you know?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it.
Buzz cut can sometimes be a vibe, like
It's a hairstyle, you know?
You
Let
like
me
it on Harry
clarify.
Styles?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I don't want Scott to be bald or have a buzz cut, but on other people, it's okay.
I would hate
Yeah.
if that happened to
I get that.
Jacob. I'm getting him a hair
Hmm.
transplant if he loses hair.
Out of all
Oh,
of
no.
our men in our lives, Andrew's the only one I can picture with a buzz cut.
Oh, and he used to have a buzz cut too he used to have a buzz cut too when he was in high school. Like, that's the only way that he would
Really?
do his hair.
I can picture
I think I've
Jacob
seen that picture. No.
because Jacob had a buzz cut in high school when he was in football, right?
I
Yeah,
don't think so.
I can
I think they're
picture
it.
short.
I think
Mm.
And I like do that. Like, I put my hand on his head and like move his hair back to make it see what he would look like bald, and I hate it.
I have a bald spot right here.
Oh, I do too. Is it like I'm also balding like right there, Kenzie?
like
but
right on
mine
your
is because
part.
I pull my hair back so much.
I think same.
Oh,
Because I always.
I
do a
also pull my
ponytail,
hair out
like,
when
right
I'm
there.
stressed.
oh,
Yeah.
Nice. I do that to my eyebrows.
Oh my
Mm.
gosh. That just reminded me that in 8th grade, 7th grade, I had like a scab or something at the very top of my scalp, like right
Mm.
here,
That's
that I
the best
kept
feeling.
picking at.
Yes.
And it like
Ugh.
turned into a bald spot because I would not leave it alone.
Yeah,
And
I used
would
to
cover
dig
it.
at my scalp
Yeah.
until it was bleeding.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
literally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that just unlocked a memory.
Oh,
It would feel
I
really
hate
good.
that. I hate that.
I think I like
Sometimes it
hated
does
it,
feel
but I
good.
also like I'm so bad at not picking at things.
Yeah.
So
Me too.
that's why my
Me
helix
too.
is taking 12 years to heal, but whatever. It's fine. Anyways,
Yeah. Stop picking at that.
Scott
It's
yells
so
at me all the
bad.
time. Another
how-
what?
oh.
Huh?
No.
Oh.
Okay. Moving on from this.
Wait, are we
Um,
naming more Roman empires or is that it?
I think
more.
Oh,
I have
shit.
one
Okay.
more.
Okay.
I will
let
admit
me
that was my
think.
only one I could think of, because that's the only one that takes over my mind.
let
But
me
I
think.
know there's other things.
Okay, well, I wrote down a couple so I can fill in the gaps while you think if needed. But I'll say
Let's
one and
do
then
it.
Jenny, you say one.
Mhm.
Damon and Elena's first kiss scene. First
Mhm.
real kiss, I should clarify. In the motel, season 3, episode 19, minute 23. I'm pretty sure. Someone fact check me.
Who dat?
It's from the Vampire Diaries.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I
Yes.
honestly think about that scene a lot.
All
So
the time.
I'll leave it at that, I suppose.
If I know who I think you're talking about, the guy in that, he's like
Ian
crazy,
Somerhalder?
or like his eyes, like he's like crazy looking.
yeah,
like,
they're
his eyes are
blue,
crazy.
so you probably don't like
Blue?
them.
Yeah.
Because blue eyes can freak you out, right? Well, like
Is
on
it-
guys. I feel like you've said that
Yeah.
before. Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it true that blue eyes mean that like there was some incest?
No.
I don't
I
think
believe
Oh.
it,
so.
and I'm gonna start
It's
saying
just
that
a
and
genetic
spread the rumor.
trait. It's just a recessive
An,
trait.
an incestual genetic trait,
No, a recessive trait.
I mean, here's the
a
thing.
recessive
maybe,
incestual one.
maybe like literally thousands of years ago, that's how it would be started. But like,
Not anymore.
yeah, not at this point.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
anyways.
There's no way that's why I have blue eyes.
Oh no, it's totally incest because if it's recessive, both parents have to have it, so it's definitely incest.
Well, that's what I
Mm.
mean
From way
by
back
like
when.
Not
thousands
what
of years
incest
ago.
is.
Yes. Well, yeah, no,
from way
'cause-
back when.
Yeah, way, like literal first people. That's
Like
probably
2
This is
generations
saying-
ago.
Yeah, just two.
The myth that blue eyes come from incest is unfounded and stems from a misunderstanding of genetics.
Oh,
Thank
so
you.
it's just
No,
people
no,
not
no,
understanding science. Jenny, do you hate
That's
As
me.
science?
as someone who took AP Bio and got
Ooh.
a C,
Good
I
job.
know for sure
All right.
that it's incest.
As
It's not.
someone who took AP Bio and got an A,
Whoa. You
As
agree
someone
with
who
me?
took anatomy and got an A.
I actually never took
No.
anatomy.
If it was science, I was not getting a good grade. Science or math.
I took honors anatomy and got an A, and I saw a
Ooh.
cadaver, and that also showed me that yes, incest.
No.
Honestly, the worst day of my life in
gosh.
high school was when we had to dissect a pig. And I thought I got so lucky because I was in a group of all guys. None of them lifted a finger.
Really?
Wow.
Yes, I did everything. It was so gross. And it was like
That's so
a
funny.
small little one, too. So I was like
Aww.
so sad. I was like, why are we having kids do this? I'm a child.
One time when
Literally,
we were
you're a baby.
dissecting a frog, the frog juice
Ugh.
like
no.
squirted and
No.
landed on my lip.
No.
I can still taste
Did you
it.
lick,
Your
did you
lip?
lick it
It
off?
was it was salty.
Ew.
No.
Ew.
Not the salty.
You're like, let me clean this.
Ew.
No.
Like, delicious.
The
Like
oh, no.
it was immediate. I didn't even panic. I was just
You became the frog.
maybe that's why I'm a vegetarian.
Yeah, it was that
Dissecting?
experience.
Oh my gosh. The dissections were always my favorite in those classes though. Like I loved
Yeah.
doing those.
Okay,
Because you're a killer.
Yeah, sure.
She's a serial
that's
killer.
wild.
I think we dissected a pig when I was a freshman, and then when I was a junior taking anatomy, we dissected a mink.
That's
aren't those
crazy.
big?
You guys dissected crazy things.
Yeah. Well, we did so it like we got a whole kit for the entire semester, and so we did like a sheep's brain, a cow's heart, a mink, and like that was a part of the class was you just like each time you do a different like what's it
Yeah.
called?
I think we did a brain of this sorts, but
Yeah.
I don't
That's crazy.
know
Like a different
who-
unit,
I don't
different
know whose brain.
system, then there's like a dissection to go with it. It was my favorite thing ever.
Speaking
I
of
think
being
I
a
only did a
vegetarian,
frog.
I watched this video today of a sheep that was flipped on its back and stuck. And this
Aw.
guy like ran off the road to like go save it, and then it like flipped
go
over.
eat it?
And then he ate him.
No. He like flipped it over and it like immediately like went pee. So everyone was like, oh my gosh, it was probably there for so long. And this like a bunch of farmers in the chat were like, yeah, this like thank you
I
so
love
much
that.
for
farmers in the chat for whatever reason is so funny.
That was
Farmers
hilarious.
in the chat.
Why did that
Farmers in the chat, comment down below.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyways, everyone was like, yeah, the sheep probably only had like 30 minutes to live or something. And then people were explaining that like the sheep that are like that like farmers and people have, I'm probably not saying farmers correctly, whatever, that they have been specifically bred to not be able herders.
Oh.
Maybe have been bred to not be able to shed on their own, so they have to like be like shaved and stuff, and so that can happen when they get too big because it was like just so big and like round that it couldn't like roll itself back over. And so they're like they'll die sometimes because of that. And I was like, I never want to wear anything that was made from sheep's wool again because I want that to stop. So I understood the mentality of vegans for
Wow.
this morning for like 10 minutes.
She gained empathy
I do-
this weekend.
Yeah.
When I bought Birkenstocks last year, I bought the vegan ones.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I
You
couldn't
are
get
so
it.
holy.
Wow.
And they were like on clearance. So it's okay.
Yeah. But also
We can be
Brittany
price motivated and nice.
You're like,
Because
this would be
Birkenstocks
perfect
are
to
so
grab.
expensive.
They are.
yeah. Yeah.
Are they worth the hype?
I
Like,
love them.
I actually do think
they last
they are.
forever. I've had the same
wanna
I
pair
need
Fair.
to try.
for like 7 years.
At first they're like ridiculously uncomfortable, but there's like this process where it like molds to your foot's shape,
Yeah.
and then eventually it's like,
Mm.
oh my gosh, I can't believe that these are so comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
My
It's like
sandals have
heaven
kind
on
of gotten
earth.
to that point,
Yeah.
but they're not in the same way. But like I put on my sister's jandals and we have the same size foot, but they fit so differently and so uncomfortably because our arches are like completely different. I'm like, oh, I cannot do this.
Yeah. It's rough.
Yeah.
Jenny, did you say another one?
I did. Well, no, I'll say it right now. Okay. This moment empire is also one that literally everyone else thinks of, and it's the fact that Justin Bieber and Selena. Okay, it's the fact that Selena was with The Weeknd, and then they're dating, and then Selena leaves The Weeknd for Justin Bieber, and then
Mhm.
Justin Bieber, they're together, and then Justin Bieber leaves Selena, and 2 months after breaking up with her, is engaged to Hailey Bieber. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
that's so insane. I want to know everything that happened.
Celebrities
Weren't The
live-
Weeknd and Haley together too at some point, or am I so wrong on that?
No, he was with
that I know.
what's her name?
Bella.
Oh,
Yes,
Sean
Bella Hadid.
Oh,
yes.
and also
Sean
right
and
before
Hailey.
Justin and Haley got together, Sean and Haley went to the Met Gala together.
Yes. Okay, that's what I was thinking about. Yes,
I
I also think about that time and just how like every couple just like changed within like 2 minutes.
It was insane. And like
Yeah.
it was marriage. And like The Weeknd has his song. He's like, I almost gave my life for you, because
Yep.
he was gonna donate his
So
kidney or
call
whatever.
out my name.
Yes, exactly. And then Selena has, in 2 months you replaced me. Like, it was easy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Ugh, I love when music artists go through stuff like that because then we get the tea.
We get
I know. It's like,
such
what's the
interesting
point
music.
if you're not gonna give us the tea?
Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
one
yeah,
good thing
that's
about
what
There is no
Taylor.
point.
Yeah, we know
Mhm,
it all.
That's facts.
That's true.
That's facts.
And if they call me a slut. Okay. Do you guys remember last Christmas, Christmas 2022, when Jenny and I sang a cappella at
Yeah.
Sydney's Christmas party?
Yep.
I don't know if I do.
I'm in the mood to learn another a cappella piece.
Oh,
Mm.
yes.
You should.
And we have 4 people. No, not you should. We should.
Oh, sorry. We should. Sorry.
Oh,
Okay.
Right now?
Yeah, we could cover
Yeah.
all of the like, you know,
Okay, which
tenor,
song?
alto, soprano.
Well, we have to look up a tutorial.
We are
of
not
course. We
doing
can't
this
just
right now.
make it up
no,
ourselves.
we'll come
We
back
are not
prepared.
doing this right now.
I think
Okay.
we're talented enough.
We'll come back and learn yes and.
Yes.
Shoot your chest.
I love that.
Is that your
And I love
Everybody
that
else
video of us
Anymore?
because we look so special singing a cappella. Because it's a video of me, Kenzie, Derek, and Jacob singing a Christmas song.
What do you mean special, you
everyone.
ableist?
We just look so funny, and then everyone's like, "Wow!" and they all clap for us. Like
We're just
dumb little
supportive
babies.
friends.
I love that video.
Another thing that I think about often is different like online games we would play as a kid, but specifically the Sweet Life of Zach and Cody one where
Yes.
you would like climb up the hotel and you had to like not be caught or something. And
Or the
then-
Stitch one?
The
Yes.
Stitch one with the
the
sandwich.
sandwich. I was
Mhm.
just gonna say
Yes.
that. And then also there was like, I was a little older, so like, I don't know if I should have been playing Disney online games at this point, but you could make your own like Pixie Hollow from like Tinkerbell.
Oh.
Yeah. I love that
Ooh.
one.
Yeah, that one was fun.
Yeah, no, I was definitely like in junior high playing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
So.
can't remember what it was called, but there was also one. It wasn't a Disney game, but it was very similar where you have like a baby doll or like a kid
Yep.
and you like raise them and
Yep.
stuff. What was that one called?
Don't know, but I was raising a baby for sure. And I loved any baby doll that peed or pooped or like I was
Ew.
obsessed with babies.
I love that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I remember I like at the end of like you did some sort of makeover, I think. Maybe it wasn't a baby doll, maybe it was just like a girl or something, and you did a makeover.
The Hannah Montana.
And then at the end you could no, it wasn't Hannah
Oh.
Montana. But you could print out your like final results.
Yes.
And my parents got so upset with me because I printed out so many of these stupid pictures
You
of
were
this
just being
makeover
creative.
doll. I really was. And I just needed all the pictures of it.
You should have
Um,
saved it so then you could 3D print it one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have. I can't remember what they're called, but
Do those
hopefully-
games still exist?
I don't.
Probably not.
I think I just saw somebody play the Disney game, like the Sweet Life Zack and Cody one, just recently.
I'm gonna go look it up.
Did you
Sounds
guys
fun.
play Club Penguin?
Yes,
A little bit.
all the time.
A couple years ago when it was like Club Penguin's last day, I went online and like I'm an idiot. So you can go to like this iceberg and like everyone would be like, go on one side and the iceberg is gonna flip. Anyways, so but the iceberg of course never flipped. But the last day of Club Penguin, everyone was at the iceberg and I thought it was gonna flip. So I went and I went on one side and it never flipped.
Oh my
And they're like, guys,
God.
we're so close. It's gonna flip.
And now
one more
it'll never
person.
flip.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
so sad.
I played Club Penguin all the time. When we were on school campus, I would do the Fancy Pants game all the time. And there's like a new version out now too that sometimes I'll still go on. And I'm like, I love Fancy Pants. But did you guys ever play RuneScape?
No.
I know
No?
what you're talking about, but I don't think I did.
It's like,
Sorry, can I interrupt you for 1 second?
yeah.
Thank you, Beta. He went,
See, that's a true alpha response. Is
And
to
then he
not
just-
be-
he says, I don't know what that means. It like the word beta doesn't compute to an alpha.
it really doesn't.
He's just proving more and more that Jacob is a beta and Derek's
literally.
an alpha. That's so funny. So RuneScape.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's like I can't remember specific. Here's the thing, I don't even know really what the game was because in the end, all my goal was I just wanted more money. I didn't realize that it was a thing that you actually like go on quests. Like I never understood that video games are like levels and you have to go on quests and you're trying to achieve something. I thought you just were walking around doing your thing.
You're just having good
Collected
vibes.
money. Yeah. And I found somebody who he said, I'll pay you 1,000 coins if you give me like 100 cowhide. And so and I was like, I will take you up on that deal. And so I just found this like pasture of cows and I just spent all day sadly killing them.
Oh my
And then
gosh.
collecting the cowhide, and then I'd be like, okay, I have your cowhide, and I would just give it and he'd give me money for it. This is what I thought the game was all about. And I just look back on that and think I'm just so silly, and I missed out on such a good opportunity to actually like do a quest. Like,
Yeah.
have fun.
You were just out there slaying cows.
Yes.
It's crazy
this is what
that
I'm
you're not a
saying.
vegetarian.
I know.
Mhm.
Again, this is why I wouldn't be a good treasure hunter because I can't even understand that there is treasure out there to be found.
You don't know what to hunt.
Right.
Do you guys want to meet my beta?
Yeah.
Yes.
Beta. Beta. Come here.
Beta,
my
beta,
gosh.
come hither.
Come here. No, I'm like serious.
She's like, this is not a joke.
He was whispering. He's like, I don't look good.
A true beta wouldn't care.
I like the beard. Say hi.
What do you have to say as a beta?
Yeah.
Introduce yourself for us.
He's gone.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's gone.
bye, Derek.
Oh, he's back. He got a taste of the spotlight.
Uh-huh.
He wants more. He's like,
Derek
"This
actually is the alpha because Lou listens to him
Yeah,
and not Kenzie.
true.
I think I'm Winnie's alpha.
It's Derek.
I love that.
Does anybody have any last Roman empires they need to share with the group?
Need, probably not. But the only other one I had written down was Han Solo. Just as a whole.
What? Oh,
is
like
my-
the movie
oh.
or the person in the movie?
Little Lou.
Put Lou's nose to the microphone.
Okay.
Sweet little thing.
So perfect.
He's just trying to breathe. No, Han Solo is in the character as a whole,
Okay.
not the movie Solo or
Okay.
that actor. the real Han
'cause you think
Solo.
about him.
I just think I have a crush on him a little bit.
Oh.
I feel
okay.
like
Yeah, I like the Han Solo.
here's the thing with him. He taught me to love the morally gray man who is sassy and witty, and it makes everyone think he will never come through and never do the right thing, but always does in the end.
And that
And
is
hence
that
my
Scott?
love for any other man
carried you
fictionally.
through. Yes.
I don't know if that's Scott. I don't think he's morally gray, but he's witty. So, anyways, that's why.
Okay,
I
who's your
love everyone
favorite
else.
morally gray? Who's your favorite morally gray character?
Damon Salvatore?
Oh. Like from a book?
Yeah.
From a show?
From a book? I mean,
Gonna
none
have
of
to
you would know.
Or
him,
even a
so-
real
Write
person.
down.
Oh. I don't know if I know any real people that I would say are morally gray.
So far. Oh. In person, I don't associate myself with morally gray people.
I just like to read about them or watch them.
Honestly. I think my favorite morally gray character has got to be oh my gosh, I'm spacing on his name. Reese. I can't remember his last name from Twisted Games.
Oh my
Fitting that-
gosh.
that's
It's funny
the-
because mine is Reese, but from ACOTAR. The better Reese. Just kidding. I haven't
Yeah,
read Twisted
whatever.
Games, so I wouldn't know.
Wait, the one that's like crazy, the boy, like the main boy.
Yeah, the main character.
Oh my
who's
gosh.
dating Bridget.
Oh my
I
gosh!
think
you
he's my
guys need to.
favorite.
You guys need to read Twisted.
I
Wait.
actually do want to read it.
It's very fitting that those are the books I choose to put my microphone on.
She's like, here, Reese, hold these up for me.
I will gladly give you these books to read. I know they're so ridiculous and it's so funny, but I'm here for it. The Bodyguard, the Bodyguard. I can't think of his name.
Oh, I'm thinking of the other boy.
Which one?
Like the
Alex?
yeah.
Yeah, he's annoying to me, but like he does some things well that I like.
Oh god.
I'm kidding, you
Scandalous.
guys. I'm totally kidding. No, I didn't like the first book very much. The second book was my favorite. The fourth book, I think, was also a close second. So either Christian Harper or Reese Larson. That's his name.
There it
Anyways.
is.
Christian Grey.
I don't have it.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Harden from
Yes.
the After movie.
After.
Wait, you guys, I just watched the last movie. Did you watch it yet?
Yeah.
No.
Uh-huh.
We
It
did.
is-
At our sleepover.
Oh, like when you and Jenny got
Uh-huh.
okay, yeah. It is terrible.
It's
Like
so
I
bad.
hated every second of it. I thought that was so stupid. The ending pissed me off and was the biggest whiplash of my life. I hate that last movie.
I love that it's titled After Everything. Like
Uh-huh.
it's like the
Yeah.
most lazy title
Yeah.
ever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just love that his name is Harden.
Uh-huh.
Also the
Like
fact that
so close to Harry.
yeah,
Oh,
he just could not get his ish together.
I was
I
thinking.
Yeah, he
know.
literally like
It sounds close
wasn't
to
even
hard
better.
on.
And then let me
Oh,
also
that's so
say
true.
I hate with all my heart
Hate.
the
Love
stupid
me.
wig that they keep giving this main character to try and make her look older.
Oh, the bangs.
The bangs
I hate the bangs.
so
bangs.
bad.
Yeah,
Not
they're
the
bad.
So bad. in every sense of the word bad. So, oh, that pisses me off so much. I'm like, there are so many things you could do to make her look older than give her this ridiculous wig and get terrible, terrible bangs.
Okay,
Anyways.
sorry. That just brought up for me. My last thing that I will say that I have not stopped thinking about since is the TikTok I sent you guys about how Gen Z looks older than millennials. And while I don't necessarily think that's true for us, it is terrifying me because I'm like, I don't want to look old for my age. And then I have also been overthinking it because at work, people will always be shocked at how old I am and think I am older. And they'll be like, not necessarily because you look older, because you act older, but I'm like, no, what if it is because I look older and you're just gaslighting me? So I have been actually going through a crisis about that all week. But anyways,
I
Yeah, I
think
hate
as
that.
long as we don't do like a crazy amount of work on our faces, then we'll be okay.
yeah, I do think that's a good point. But I do love some lip flips. I need a new
Yeah.
one.
I mean, a little bit here and there, not bad.
A kid told me that I look like I was 28.
Oh.
I think I would have
They
cried.
don't even know. They don't even. I
I
mean,
went,
that's the thing is like
I don't know
even.
though. 'Cause kids,
I don't even know what ages look like.
kids
Exactly.
are kind of brutally honest though.
It really did throw me off though when that guy, I think it was the video that you sent us,
Yes.
the guy on TikTok who's always like in the mirror and he's like, "Let me tell you this," and then
When he
zooms
was
in and
like,
he's
I'm. What
"Here's
did he
the
say?
secret."
Like 24 or
He is
something.
24 or 25, and I was
He's
like,
younger than me. I'm pretty sure. I know.
Okay.
You look like you're in
He looks
your 30s,
mid-30s.
dude.
I do want to say though, I don't agree with this notion that like Gen Z is more like depresso or anxious than older generations. And that's why we are looking older.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
every generation, you think that like the people that lived through like the world wars weren't like extremely depressed and
Yeah.
anxious.
Yeah.
I will say,
just
I
different.
think part of it too, though, is that older generations, and I think millennials and Gen X's and even boomers, like, are so suppressive with their
Yeah.
emotions. Like, they suppress everything that, like, they could be so depressed and so miserable, but because they suppress it so much, they don't feel it.
Yeah.
And so
But then they
think
look
that they're fine.
younger.
They're like
So maybe-
delusional.
But
know?
so maybe that's a good thing.
But like with Gen Z and like younger millennials and like the fact that a lot of us are going to therapy and are like working through trying to be emotionally more intelligent and everything, is that we know that suppressing is not good and dealing with them is better, and like
And it,
recognizing our emotions.
look
And so
what it-
then we're like, oh, we're anxious, I'm feeling depressed, you know?
look
So
what
we're not
it's
ignoring
doing
it.
to us. We look older.
I'm
because
gonna
of it.
start ignoring my problems then, is what you just
Ignore.
taught me, Abby.
It's just easier.
I'm going to
Yeah.
suppress and I'm going to ignore, and I'm not gonna do mob wife makeup because I think that makes you look older.
I love suppression. Suppression runs so strong in my family.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna continue it.
Suppress, never express.
And it has caused me
ooh, I
all of
love
my
it.
problems.
What's the Disney song? Conceal, don't feel.
Yeah.
That's what we
Yeah.
gotta do.
Let it go is
Exactly.
the theme for the year.
Exactly.
No, but let it stay
In.
inside.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Let
Let it stay.
Let
You
go.
can't
of
hold it back
therapy.
anymore. That's the whole point of the song. Let it go. Can't hold it back anymore.
Yeah, hold it back.
I do
Keep
not
holding.
support any of these ideas. I just need everybody who's listening to know that
Abby, neither
they
do
are
we.
on their own.
It's a joke.
Well, sometimes I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Well, we love you all. Thanks for
Okay.
listening to our Roman Empires. Tell us
Boy.
what yours are. Yeah. Anyways.
And catch us next Monday.
Comment down
Also-
below your Roman Empire with a 5-star rating,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
please.
There you go.
Farmers in the chat.
Yeah, all the farmers in the chat. Give us a 5-star because we love you and we support your sheep.
Great.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.